Mandy Maker, your red carpet correspondent, and right now we're here with Miss Coco Brown.
Hey.
You look fabulous
Thank
tonight.
you, darling. Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you. So who are you wearing?
Who am I wearing? INC.
Oh, okay.
INC, and these pants are Michael Kors.
Okay.
Yeah, shoes, Talia Scott.
She kept it up top classy tonight. Up top classy. In the frame.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you and I go way back.
Yes.
For better or worse days at CPS.
Yes.
So I just want to ask, what have you been up to now, and what are some highlights of your career?
Oh, Jesus. I've been on a lot. Since my TPS days, I've been on American Crime Story, People vs. OJ.
Oh, nice.
Went on to be part of the Ryan Murphy family on 911 for 5 seasons. I've also been on Mindy Kalix's breakthrough series about her childhood called Never Have I Ever, where I played Principal Grubbs on Netflix for 4 seasons. Wow, let me see. I'm reoccurring on The Neighborhood with Cedric, with my girl Kim Whitley. I have shot numerous films, independent and otherwise. Right now, Twisted Hearts is out. And it's just been a whirlwind, you know, and then behind the scenes, been producing a lot of projects, getting my producing feet wet, you know, and God willing, I'll be producing a very big project very, very soon.
You will.
We're in the talks right now with a very prominent rapper. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I already know you're going to get there. You ran it off like water.
Yes.
Okay. So, as far as this event, how does it feel to be a part of this event tonight?
It's beautiful. I mean, I'm all for people understanding the assignment now that you don't have to wait on Hollywood to give you the green light anymore. You can create your own content, tell our stories the way you want to, hire actors that may not get noticed in Hollywood because there's so many, or may not have the means to get to Hollywood, but giving them a taste of Hollywood in their own backyard. I always appreciate that part of the game because, you know, I went through the trenches of having to go through the phases of going, you know, from stage to screen and, you know, what I had to go through. So it's just so great to see people, create their own.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree. Thank you so much, Coco, for
Thank
tonight.
you.
I have one more thing for you.
Okay.
We are gifting you with the Brody's Love wine.
Oh, wow. Thank you. All right.
You just smile for the camera.
Yes. Thank you. Like this up in my new house.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jean Sedman, founder and CEO and head of the Indie Post magazine and What Is Hip magazine. I'm so excited to be here today at Khaeem event celebrating the vibrant community of emerging independent talents in the entertainment industry. At the Indie Post magazine, we shine the spotlight on incredible independent artists who are making waves in their unique voices with their creativity. We're committed to helping them navigate the entertainment industry through inspirational stories and interviews. And with the Indie Post magazine, we embrace the rich history of retro culture through our new magazine, What Is Hip, showcasing artists and stories that have shaped the musical landscape. Together, these platforms are dedicated to lifting independent creators and celebrating their journeys. I am truly grateful to be a sponsor of Khaeem, where we honor and uplift emerging talent who are our future of our industry. Remember, without boundaries, there are no limits. So let's keep pushing the envelope, supporting each other in this incredible journey. Thank you.
Hey lovelies, I wrote a love letter to you. Brody's Love is proud to be one of this year's sponsors of the Khaeem Entertainment Masquerade Film Awards and Honors. Tonight we celebrate some of Atlanta's most innovative Black films and filmmakers. Like independent filmmakers, we at Brody's Love understands the amount of work, persistence, flexibility, and resilience required to craft a product that leaves audiences wanting more. As you enjoy tonight, make sure you network and congratulate each other on your current successes and those to come. We hope that you leave feeling inspired. And as Khaeem always says, remembering to enjoy your journey. From Brody Love to you, we hope that you enjoy the joy in the bottle.
All right, we're back with Khaeem Khaeem Masquerade Ball with the Film Awards and Honors. I'm Mandy Maker. I am on the red carpet today with Miss Jana.
Yes.
So Jana,
Yes.
tell us what you do.
So I'm an acting coach. I'm also a really good friend of Khaeem for many years. So a lot of my students have been in parts of his productions. And I'm just here to enjoy the festivities and support my dear brother.
Okay, so I'm loving this dress.
Thank you.
Tell me who you're wearing.
I'm wearing Fashion Nova. I absolutely love me some Fashion Nova. Yes, ma'am. Fashion Nova. That's right. Great quality.
I know that's right. Okay, so with you being an acting coach in the industry, and I'm sure for a while now, what have been some of your issues or things you had to overcome with
Well,
actors?
Definitely as an acting coach here in the South, my hardest struggle is making sure that I tap into like what we, especially as black actors, about 90% of my students are black actors, very strong black actors, so breaking through like the strong-willed barriers and making sure that they know that they can always bring their authentic self, they can be vulnerable, and vulnerability is sexy, to produce very good, genuine, and authentic work. So I'd say that's probably my biggest challenge, but I'm skilled enough to break through it and have been very successful, great results from it.
Nice. So what do you tell your students to not be or what do you tell your students to break out of acting and just be themselves?
So that's something I tell them, show up and show out. Like events like these, I had 10 students who showed up with me. Like no matter how nervous you may feel, how out of place you may feel, like always show up and show out. Like speak to folks, you never know who is who, and just be yourself. Enjoy the vibes, and you can always learn lessons out of every single environment. Watch people, read the scene, and it helps them to better prepare themselves for auditions, especially in-person auditions, which can be very uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
So,
okay. So, what's new and what's coming up for you?
New and coming up, I'm getting ready to actually expand over into the UK. I'm also an accredited instructor for Africa for the Chubbuck technique. So I'll be going to Nigeria at some point next year and expanding my skills as a coach, working with African actors and those in the UK.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jana, for coming out to the Masquerade Ball. We do want to gift you with our sponsored wine.
Thank you.
Which is Brody's Love.
Wow, thank you.
Show it to the camera.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brody's Love.
Thank you.
I'm your red carpet correspondent, Mandy, and we are here today with Mr. Barrington.
Yes.
He is the honoree tonight. So, tell us, how was the event for you so far?
The event was amazing. I had a good time. I was here last year, and Khaeem hit me. Well, I had Khaeem up to come to this event this year, and he had told me like, "Hey, I would like for you to be the honorary Filmmakers Award this year," and I was just like, "What?" For me, I kind of looked at it as like, in my perfection mentality, I was like, I don't feel like I deserve this yet. But, I had to look back at my whole life, and I was just like, you know what?
It makes sense.
I've done a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm not on the super Hollywood scale yet, but I know I put a lot of work, and people see it, and I'm just very thankful for the opportunity.
That's awesome. So can you tell us what your project briefly was about?
So I pretty much showed them the presentation for the 10, 15-year movie plan I got going on.
Okay.
So I have some people like to call it the Martianverse. So it's a cinematic universe. So I have like different vigilantes, anti-heroes universe I'm going to create in the next couple years. And also have my normal movies. I have like a wrestling movie. I got a comedy movie, a romance movie. So I said one of the type of directors like I'm trying to like step out the box and do everything a little different than what everybody else is doing. So I'm trying to like just change the game and just be different.
Absolutely. What's your favorite genre to shoot?
To be honest, I would like to say like fantasy adventure, and from these trailers that I did, that's something I always wanted to do as a kid. I was always big into that. So
we don't have a lot of representation in that area too. So
no, we don't.
Great.
So I was really pushing that in my trailers, just to kind of like push the sci-fi, fantasy, adventure, visual effects type of movies. I think it's a lack of that. I kind of talked about that in the theaters. Like I feel like there's a lack of that in the black filmmaking, producing community, and I'm just pretty much just trying to change the game.
Right.
And hopefully, when people see my stuff, I can spark somebody to be inspired to change, do something different.
Absolutely. Okay. So what's next for you?
So right now we are in early pre-production for Mr. Watson. That's in my presentation video. It's he's gonna be like the Godfather.
Okay.
Putting all this whole team together. So there's other characters. We have a werewolf, vampire character. We've got a Goku, Dragon Ball Z character.
Nice. Okay.
We have someone that's kind of like a Flash character. So eventually they will all come together and they'll have to figure out how to save the world. So we're doing something a little different. But every character has a personal flaw.
Right.
And it's something different I think Marvel DC doesn't do. So I grew up on comics and stuff like that. So I had to figure out what can I make my movies different from Marvel and DC. So we have it's very great story concepts that we have for each character, and everybody's going through some things, but eventually they all come together and try to figure out how they can work together and stuff like that. So that's part of that. And then Mr. Watson will be the first character I do, which he's kind of like I like to say the Batman of the franchise.
Batman of the franchise. Oh,
but he's gonna be the one that's gonna lead people, because a lot of people in the other characters in the presentation video I showed, a lot of people don't have experience that he has. So he does mold them, but at the same time, there's other characters that will inspire him to be a better person. So it's a lot, but I can't talk about that right now.
it sounds like you have like a whole trilogy going on.
Yeah, it's not like that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Barrington, and one more thing before you go.
Yeah.
Our sponsors, Brody Love.
All right, trying to get me lit.
Yeah. Are giving out their
But that's cool.
tonight.
This is awesome. I appreciate it.
You just show it to the camera. Thank you, Barrington.
Thank you. Good meeting with you. Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Appreciate you.